Hello everyone, I am Chaitra. I am here to present the topic Approaches to Customer Analysis and Factors Influencing Consumer Behavior. Introduction. A customer analysis is a critical section of a company's business plan or marketing plan. It identifies target customers, ascertains the needs of these customers, and then specifies how the product satisfies these needs. A customer analysis can be broken down into a behavioral profile and a demographic profile. A customer profile is a simple tool that can help business better understand current and potential customers so they can increase sales and grow their business. Customer profiles are a collection of information about customers that help determine why people buy or don't buy a product. Customer analysis is the backbone of all marketing activities. It comprises techniques such as predictive modeling, data visualization, information management, and segmentation. Customer analysis. Customer analysis is a process where information about the customer is found out from market research, like the needs of the customers, the target market, and the relevant demographics, so that this information can be used in market segmentation for further steps of market research. Customer analysis is the process of identifying and evaluating the distinguishing characteristics of a base of customers in order better understand their needs, purchasing behavior, value orientation, and motivation for the purpose of segmentation and target marketing. Behavioral analysis. A behavioral analysis of customers seeks to identify and weigh the relative importance of factors consumers use to choose one product over the another. These factors, sometimes called buying criteria, are key to understand the reasons that customers choose to buy your product or services versus the products offered by your competitors. The four major criteria that customers use to distinguish competing products are price, quality, convenience, and prestige. What do customers buy from us? What factors are making them to buy the product? Which competitors is on the top of their needs? Minds, what are the demands of customers? These all questions will explain how we should organize our business. Customer demographics. The second major component in customer analysis is identifying target market segments that are predisposed to preferring your products over those of your competitors. A segment, a market segment is a subset of a market made up of people or organizations with one or more characteristics that cause them to demand similar product and services based on qualities of those products such as price or function. A marketing program aimed at individual segments needs to understand and capitalize on the group's differences and use them strategically in all advertising campaigns. One of the reasons CRM system, that is customer relationship management, have become advanced over time is by performing customer analysis. At the click of a button, we can know what the age of the customer is, what is their location, their gender, etc. Thus, analyzing customer demography is a priority of CRM system. Uses of customer analysis. First one, identifying who your best customer is. Customer analysis can help you to identify who your customer is and thereby improve the segmentation, targeting, and positioning process. Companies should identify who their best customer is. Remember, 80% of your business will come from 20% of your customer. It is important you to know who those customers can be. Planning out for retention plans for your new customers. New customers are important, but so are returning customers. Thus, customer analysis can help to convert your first time customers to returning customers. We should provide products which customers need at affordable prices with good quality so that we can retain our new customers. Inducing further buying from your existing customers. Cross selling impulse purchase are some of the methods which increase purchasing by your existing methods, which increase purchasing by your existing customers. For example, if you know customers who bought jogging equipment, you can cross promote other jogging related fashion to them. Improving customer services. Once you know who your customer is, you can know what kind of services they will demand. Thus, customer analysis will also help in service deliverability. If your business provides good customer service, you have a greater chance of keeping and increasing your customer base. Effective campaign planning. The demography and purchasing habits of your customers will help you with planning a highly effective campaign. Campaign planning helps to improve the target. It helps to achieve an objective, usually of a large scale, over an extended period of time. Increasing overall profitability. Business are established for profits, and overall profitability as well as well-being of the organization increases once its customers are satisfied. Every business is profit oriented. Once the customers are satisfied by the product and their services, profit will increases day by day. Factors influencing customer behavior. Meaning, consumer behavior refers to the behavior of consumers in deciding to buy, to use or not to use, or dispose of or not to dispose of the products which satisfy their needs. Customer behavior is the study of the actions of the customers that drive them to buy and use certain products. Cultural factors. Under cultural fact, a culture is the most basic determinant of a person's wants and behavior. People with different culture, subcultural, and social class characteristics have different product and brand preferences. Some of the cultural factors which influences the consumer behavior are: first one is culture. It refers to people's shared customs, beliefs, values, and artifacts that are transmitted from generation to generation. Culture is a way of life for a specific group that affects its values, beliefs, behavior, and acceptable norms. Culture is a way of life. Culture is seen in people's writing, religion, music, clothes, cooking, and in what they do. Second point is subculture. Each culture consists of a smaller subculture that provide more specific identification and socialization for its members. It includes nationality, racial groups, and geographical regions. Subculture is a group of people who share a set of secondary values. People of subculture are part of a larger culture but also share a specific identity within a smaller group. Third one is social class. According to P. Kotler, social classes are relatively homogeneous and enduring divisions in a society, which are hierarchically arranged and whose members share similar values and interests and behavior. Social class are groupings of individuals in a hierarchy, usually based on wealth, education, income, etc. There are three social classes in society. They are upper class. Generally, they have a tendency to spend on luxurious items such as car, watches, expensive gadgets, etc. Upper class people, they usually spend money on luxurious or expensive items. Second one is middle class. Generally, they are more interested in buying products which would make their future secure. Middle class people, they usually spend money for purchasing products which secures their future. Lower class, they are spending on readily available products, used products. They want to buy more quality of products at lower price. Lower class people, they buy products which are available at cheaper price with good quality and also with good quantity. Second main factor is social factor. The second major groups of factors that influence consumer decision making are social factors, which include all effects on the buying behavior that results from interaction between a consumer and the external environment. There are some social factors which influence consumer behavior are: first one, reference group. According to Philip Kotler, a person's reference groups consist of all the groups that have a direct or indirect influence on the person's attitudes or behavior. Every individual has some people around who influence him or her in any way. Co-worker, family members, relatives, neighbors, friends, often from reference group. Reference groups are groups that consumers compare themselves to or associate with. They are often groups that consumers will look to make purchasing decisions. Second one is family. Family is considered to as one of the strongest source of group influence. Family is a major influence on the consumption behavior of its members, and in addition, it is a prime target market for most products and product categories. Today, more of the decisions that affect the families a whole are taken by the entire family. There are two types of families: extended family and nuclear family. The extended family was once the most common family unit. It consists of three generations living together and often includes grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. The nuclear family, a mother, a father, and one or more children, became the model family unit over time. A family is an important element that affects the consumption and disposal of products by an individual. There are two types of family: extended family, where three generations living together, like grandparents, uncle, aunts, cousins, etc., and nuclear family, where only mother, father, and children live together. Social status. Status is how we measure our position in society relative to other people, and status symbol is the products that we use as benchmarks in the comparison. Nowadays, people are status oriented. Status is seen by the products which we use in our life. Friends. Friends may influence in two major ways. First, they make a recommendation. As they are friends, we are more likely to trust their judgment than that of an as they are friends. We are more likely to trust their judgment than that of an acquaintance or indeed a total stranger. Second, friends may buy us a gift. For youngsters, friends are like family. Friends trust each other. They share everything. Friends are the key influences in buying decisions. Third main factor, personal factor. A person's buying decisions are also influenced by personal characteristics that are unique to each individual, such as gender, age, lifestyle of an individual. Characteristics are generally stable over the course of one's life. Some of the personal factors which influence the consumer behavior are age and life cycle stage. People buy different goods and services over their lifetime. Consumption is also shaped by the stage of the family life cycle. Consumer behavior is influenced by our age. According to our age, we buy goods and services differently. Occupation. A person's occupation also influenced by his or her consumption patterns. Marketers try to identify the occupational groups that have above average interest in their products and services. An individual's designation and his nature of work influence his buying decision. On the basis of his occupation, one can buy the product. Economic determinants. Economic considerations are very powerful and influenceable as far as the behavior is concerned. Marshall was the first person to examine the role of economic factor on human behavior. The human being wants to maximize his satisfaction by his limited resource. Economic determinants influence the consumer's buying behavior. The economic factors that determine consumer behavior are personal income, family income, income expectation of consumer liquid assets, consumer credit, established living standards. Next, lifestyle. People come from same subculture, social class, and occupation may lead quite different lifestyle. A person's lifestyle is the person's pattern of living in the world, as expressed in the person's activities, interests, and opinions. Lifestyle is the way consumers live and spend their time and money. Lifestyle of person involves his consumption patterns, habits, etc. Personality and self-concept. Each person has a distinct personality that will influence his behavior. According to Philip Kotler, personality means the person's distinguishing psychological characteristics that lead to relatively consistent and enduring responses to his environment. Personality is usually described in terms of traits like self confidence, dominance, defensiveness, and adaptability. Psychological factors. An individual's buying decisions are further influenced by psychological factors. They are as under: motivation. It is an urge to do something. A person acts because he wants to fulfill his needs. Abraham Maslow has presented his hierarchy of human needs to explain the behavior of the individual. Only the unsatisfied needs results in action. Motivation is urge to do something. Maslow explained hierarchy of human needs, in which he explained that if lower level needs are satisfied, the consumer aspires for the satisfaction of higher level needs. Learning. Learning is the change in an individual's behavior arising from previous experience and behavior. Learning is the result of reasoning, thinking, information processing, and perception. Attitude and beliefs. Attitude is the emotional predispositions to respond positively or negatively to an object or class of objects. If a consumer is brand loyal, then it is very difficult to change his attitude and belief towards that brand. Attitudes basically comprises feeling towards and behavioral intentions towards some objects. Perception. It is the meaning which a person gives the stimuli. Perception influence and shapes the behavior. It can be defined as a complex process by which people select, organize, and interpret sensory stimulation into a meaningful and coherent picture. Perception is the process by which individuals perceive what they want to in media message. It can be shaped by learning, memory, and expectation. Personality. It is the total of all the traits, experience, and behaviors that make up a person. The manner in which these three elements are organized within each individual makes each person unique. Personality is those inner characteristics that determines and reflects how an individual responds to his or her environment. Conclusion. Thus, customer analysis is the process of identifying and evaluating the distinguishing characteristics of a base of customer in order better understand their needs, purchasing behavior, value orientation, and motivation of purposes of segmentation and target marketing. There are various factors which influence the customer behavior. Thank you.